This is after many years of people saying they're all related. Which member of the band Migos is actually not blood related to the other two? We just found out Offset is not related to the other two. Mm-hmm. It's been a lie this whole time.
You've been upset, Squid?
That's actually old news. If you're a real Migos fan, you knew that, but he just recently said it in a podcast, and a lot of people didn't know about it.
I see.
And they actually were all raised by Takeoff's mother. Him and Quavo are cousins. Takeoff's mom raised both Quavo and Takeoff, and
I'm lost.
Offset.
Well, he's not good with family trees,
No,
but
yeah,
I followed.
yeah.
I followed.
Offset's not
Yeah.
related.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
pretty much like they're when they
His stepchild.
talk about mama, they are all talking about the same.
The
mother.
same mother.
So Offset was raised by the other two's mom.
Yeah,
or cousins.
Takeoff's
aunt,
mom
or whatever.
Yeah,
Wow.
raised all of them,
But not
And so-
blood related, just a friend.
Yes. I think he had a class with Quavo or something, and they
Took him in.
took him in, and so
Those
at
are
a
good
young age
people.
they grew up.
Good people right there.
That is. Offset, is that the one with Cardi B?
Offset, yes.
And hopefully they are hooking the mom up.
I hope so.
She passed away a while ago. Yeah, so like that's the thing. Like, well, it's kind of sad when Takeoff's the one who recently passed away.
That was the shooting?
He was shot. Yeah, he was shot. People were saying he was like the glue of kind of like their group, the three, and they've been like feuding since. And then so Offset and Quavo have been feuding since. And they were feuding a little bit before. But Takeoff's the one that actually got them into music. Offset and Quavo were wanting to do sports, and then Takeoff's like, guys, we should really try doing music, and he kind of put emphasis on the ad libs and music. That's the thing they're kind of real well known for. And if it wasn't for Takeoff and Takeoff's mom and their family, they wouldn't be where they're at.
Was
today,
that shooting? Did we ever figure out? Was that over a gambling bet or something?
It was actually, and the thing with Takeoff, he was never in drama, never in the headlines.
That's
and
what I thought.
There's probably a chance you probably know about him the least if you're not really into rap, because he just never was drama or had anything surrounding him. But that night when it happened, it was actually he was with Quavo, and Quavo got into an argument about gambling, and shots fired off, and Takeoff was hit by a stray bullet, and that's how Takeoff died.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know way too much about Migos.
No kidding.
I feel like I definitely learned something
Thank
today.
you. Very interesting.
Always learning.
So that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder if maybe they're feuding because it's like everything fell apart.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
it's like
sure.
the grief
Things aren't
and
going well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and two, they were feuding before Quavo and Offset, because if you remember, Quavo was dating Sweetie for a while, and there's rumors that Offset cheated on Cardi B with Sweetie, and so that's where they. And before Takeoff passed away, Quavo and Takeoff made a joint album without Offset on it, and that was a big thing.
And y'all say that women are drama because what I'm hearing right here is that men are.
I think Sweetie is a lot to blame here.
You didn't even know they were together.
Looking so good in those
Did not
Popeye
even-
commercials. What man can resist Popeye's chicken and Sweetie?
Of course, you know her from Popeyes.
That's Squid's girl, man. He loves Sweetie.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, she's
Well, you've moved
beautiful
on
woman.
a little bit to Coil Ray, but
Coil Ray's my newest one. Yeah,
But
newest
so
and
let's say
latest.
you were dating Sweetie. I mean, would you be upset if me, Matt, or Squid then, or me, Matt, or Jason hooked up then?
I'd be a little offended. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, but you'd understand it though.
I guess, man.
You get it 'cause she's hot. Right.
have to.
Well, here's Migos when they're doing carpool karaoke.
Hands up! Hands up! Touching hands. Hey! Reaching out. Reach. Touching me. Sweet. Touching you. Sweet. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Sweet. Good times never.
What a fun segment.
Not going to have any more of those.
Nope.
Nope. James Corden retired the segment.
He's
It's all
gone.
over.
He gone. All right, true or false? Keanu Reeves has said he wished he could have been in one of the Fast and the Furious movies. There's only been 10. That is false. He passed on I think 2 of them.
Oh, so they actually asked him to be in it.
I think they've asked every action star. Most of them have said yes. I mean, it's been you got The Rock, you got Jason Momoa's in the new one, Jason Statham, obviously Vin Diesel. There's been a lot in there, but
I can't see Keanu.
Well, he was in Speed.
I know, but
John
it's
Wick.
just, I guess I feel like the other ones are all like really built
true.
and muscular and then there's Keanu.
He's like, get in the car. It's about family.
Yeah. Or he goes, Keanu.
Keanu. Yeah, that's what he said. Keanu.
Keanu. which I like.
Yeah, I do.
Keanu means family.
Like, no, it doesn't, Keanu.
Get on the bus. Oh.
And like Sandra Bullock makes a cameo. She's on the bus. It's like Speed again. Like,
Gosh.
I only drive 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing he didn't
Keanu.
accept.
all right. Those movies are outrageous, though. I haven't
Yeah.
seen the latest one, but they're outrageous. They're fun to watch. But here's a parody from a couple years back when they were interviewing the writer of Fast and the Furious, I think 5 at the time.
The screenwriter behind this summer's blockbuster, the new Fast and the Furious movie, Fast 5. Chris Morgan, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Chris. So when you sat down to write this installment, were there certain elements you wanted to include?
I want the cars to drive fast and then some of them explode.
Yeah. So great. Now, I believe we have a clip to show our audience at home. Can you set the clip up for us, Chris?
The car went out of the train and then there's a hole in the train. The car brought the box, then the police went after them, then the box hit the car, then it crashed into the ocean.
This movie never slows
And
down.
this another time the car goes zoom, and then this another time it goes eek.
Oh, no spoilers, no spoilers.
What a genius little bit there.
So basically, they're saying the
That's
kid's
smart.
just like the plot of this the
A
movie.
kid could do it.
Is
Yes.
it just a kid just describes it like something outrageous, and then they do it.
Like how they play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hot
told
Wheels
you.
cars, yeah.
I don't know if it's 7 or 8. One of them, I've seen most of them. And seriously, they had a nuclear submarine coming out of the Arctic ice.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
And I think they did something
yeah.
in space at one point.
I was just going to ask, wasn't it space? Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
'Cause I think they said there wasn't, and the listener was like, no. Remember they went in space for a minute? I'm like, oh, yeah.
Well, because I remember us talking about the space one
Yeah.
because I said, I swear
Yeah.
my son Henry just had a very similar situation when he was playing where something exploded in space.
Yeah.
And it's because his cars were going too fast.
I wonder if they got some of their ideas from kids just
I'm
rambling
sure.
on like that, because the plot is the
Oh,
most
it
outrageous,
is.
ridiculous thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the problem I have, Jared. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there the whole time going, that would never happen. That would never. And I know a lot of other movies that would
Yeah,
never
yeah.
happen, but that's just like over the line for
No,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a sci-fi movie, so I guess you can say it makes it less plausible. But for some reason, I'm on an Austin Powers kick recently. Don't ask me why.
Wow.
And so I was watching Austin Powers 3 last night, and it's a comedy. Obviously, it's so ridiculous, but it's one of the scenes at the beginning. Austin Powers is in his Mini Cooper, whatever he's in,
Dead Mini Cooper, right?
and then there's like a fight or helicopter with like machine guns on it, and he flips out of the he hits his brakes, flips out of his car, flips over the helicopter, and then shoots down at the guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is so outrageous. I'm thinking this would be nothing in Fast and the Furious.
No.
Right.
That's like,
And that's a comedy.
That's
That's
just-
they're
they're
making fun of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Fast and Furious, it's serious.
Serious.
Yeah.
And that would be one scene out of like 50 that are outrageous in the movie.
Do you know what I just realized when you were describing that? Is that is exactly how boys play
Yes.
growing up, and I never really bought into until I had my own kids. I was like, kids are kids are kids. But now having a son and a daughter and seeing how they do play so differently is
yeah.
that those kinds of movies are exactly how I see my son playing. Where
Yes.
it's just the crazy explosions but things going into
Aggressive.
whatever. Yeah, and then girls are like the Disney princess, and then it's
Right.
That's how girls play.
Yeah, and
So-
and you don't have to show your son how to do it. He just all
Nope.
of a sudden just is
Well,
rough
I mean,
and tumble. And
there are exceptions to every. My sister used to hang her Barbies from. Sounds terrible, but she used to hang them from where your curtains, the curtain.
oh, yeah, like
cord.
the pull down. Yeah.
We're like, Colleen, what are you doing? She's like, I don't know. They're on adventure. They're strangled and dead like a psycho.
That Barbie's name is Katie. Other one's name is Molly. You're like, oh.
But it's all how you play, and then that it just translates,
It really
and that's
does.
why it appeals to certain audiences.
Oh, it's highly, definitely targeting men.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
for sure.
And for the record, Fast 9 was the movie where they went to space, and the car was the tricked out Pontiac.
What they're trying to say, they got to get those Pontiacs out of this world. Get it out of
Welcome
here.
to the stars, baby. We're in the Pontiac.
All right, recapping pop quiz. Katie won 5-4. Which celebrity said she doesn't feel as close, this is very honest, to her baby that she had via surrogate as she does with the other child she had herself? And she's actually saying, I wish more people would kind of talk about that and educate people like, hey, it's nice that you can do, or makes people have to. Sometimes celebrities do it because they don't want to mess up their
Absolutely,
bodies.
yeah. But a
They're
lot
like,
of people.
hey, it might not be the same as you're having your own baby.
Who was it?
Khole Kardashian's the answer.
Yeah.
Wow. So, a surrogate. Explain. I'm so confused
Katie?
now.
Okay, so a surrogate, Jason, is when
Is it a real baby?
it is in fact a real baby.
Thank you.
Yes, but there's lots of.
It's a little robot dog.
We got to start at the base, don't we? At
This is
the
Cabbage
basics.
Patch Doll?
Okay.
No?
Real human being.
Okay.
A real human being.
Good place to start.
Sometimes there is a donor egg.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes there's donor sperm.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a donor egg and donor sperm, and then it's implanted into another
Oven.
woman. No,
So let me ask you.
No, woman.
But I'm
Into
just
her,
saying.
yes, into her uterus.
So sometimes it's a bloodline of somebody in the couple.
I would say most of the time.
Most of the
it
time.
is, yes.
But is it? Sometimes it could be both. Sometimes it could be one. But sometimes it could be none.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, they should define that a little bit.
Why?
Because if you have a surrogate,
Yeah.
it could be still blood related to one parent or both or not.
That's surrogacy. Surrogacy
Yeah.
means that somebody is carrying the embryo for you.
You would think there would be a different type of surrogate depending on each of those situations.
Why?
So it can describe what it is. Because
I
Oh,
see
a
you're saying like have a
name? You
different
mean a
term.
name?
Like
Okay.
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
like a. Well, you don't want to do Harry Potter
like
stuff.
surrogate
like,
A, surrogate B, surrogate C, surrogate D.
Yeah, but I don't.
That way,
I don't.
that way you know how to judge them.
Well, not only
That's only half your kids.
Terrible.
even for medical purposes.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's my
I don't
excuse.
agree with that.
Oh,
I don't.
Okay, well they do it on just about everything else, and I'm surprised what you said about the other stuff.
Well, they don't do it for women who are having babies with different dads or with dads who are who have gotten numerous women pregnant. I mean, no, we
Well,
don't do that.
No,
A
but
baby
if,
is a
you
baby.
if you adopted a
They'll say, like,
baby,
half
they
the
would
time.
say adopted.
But a lot of people don't choose to share that.
You don't have
their
to share it.
child
I
is
didn't
their
say
child.
to share it.
Yeah.
I just say it would be interesting to have a different, so
Yeah.
you don't have to ask, or if somebody close it. If you say adopted, then you assume.
I think the struggle is a struggle enough.
Okay.
You know,
I mean,
lots of people
unless-
didn't talk about IVF or surrogacy
Sure.
or adoption or fostering to begin with, but we're being
I mean,
more
unless
open.
you're
You're
like
right
a
there.
celebrity.
IVF is a different term because it's different.
And we do say I have an IVF baby.
But lots of people didn't.
That's
Lots of people,
true.
you know, it's just now becoming
That's true.
something that a lot of people are talking about. People felt that it was very private, and then some people felt shame, like their body wasn't doing what
Right.
it's supposed to do. So it's just now becoming something that people are opening up to.
Well, I know somebody, and that they don't live in this area, but they're a married couple, and the guy, something happened when he was younger. He had an injury to his scrot, and something it like affected his like sperm going forward.
Sure.
And so he cannot get his wife pregnant. And so they were talking about adoption, and they were on board. And then he said, "Well, what about if we did surrogacy, but it'd be some other guy,
Yeah.
because it's otherwise impossible with her egg." And he did not feel comfortable with that. And I think they ended
Really?
up doing that, but it
Yeah.
was like
He felt like
he'd
it wasn't.
almost rather just like adopt. Then we just both know we'll obviously treat this baby as our own,
Oh,
but
wow.
but then knowing it's somebody else's, it was hard for it. Like he felt emotional about that.
Yeah, I would feel more comfortable
But also
if it
guilty.
was mine and the surrogate mom was somebody else than the Carol having somebody else's junk stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather it be me with a different woman
Of course you would.
than Carol with a different guy.
The same way.
You also
You
probably
are
think you're
okay.
sleeping with them, though.
Yeah,
to make
but
it
you're
happen.
not.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
you're not
you
sleeping.
want a semi-open marriage as well.
No, I'm
He
not even saying
does.
sleeping. I'm just saying even
I know
a
what you mean.
surrogate, I would be more okay with me and the surrogate girl and the baby than I would be. And I'm thinking maybe the same for Carol.
I also think you're coming from a place where you have not had trouble having a baby.
Definitely.
And so I don't think you've ever had to, same way I haven't, ever really had to weigh that
I'm
decision.
sure.
And because we have very close friends who, at a very young age, my female friend was not able to
Right.
have children, but her husband, they wanted kids desperately.
Yeah.
And so it was his sperm
Yeah.
and then a donor egg, and they have twins via surrogate. And you just don't know until you're in that situation.
Of course, sure.
You
But
just
from
don't know.
an outside, I see how that could be very difficult.
It could
Well,
be.
and even Khole
maybe.
Kardashian is saying
Yeah.
she doesn't feel as close to this baby she had via surrogate as the one she
well,
had
if we're
herself.
being honest, I gave birth to 2 children, and the day that I gave birth, I was like, "Who are you?"
Well, at first, yes.
You
of
know,
course,
because you're
yeah.
like, I don't. It is
are
a
a
natural.
stranger.
Yeah, it is, and it's a learning curve getting to know who these babies are. Because I carried you, and I feel that natural closeness to you, but I also don't know you.
Yeah.
You don't. You know,
Right.
so that's.
And I think
I
it's
can see
different.
it.
I mean, I think people bringing children to Earth or whatever, or bringing children to the world is a great thing. So however you do it, I think it's awesome. But Nick Cannon, but still, it's still better than not, I guess. But
Yeah.
But when it becomes, it's one thing like your friend who can't,
Right,
or the person
right.
I know, the husband can't, and he wants that so bad. He wants to be a dad so bad, but he knows he'll never be, a dad in the sense that he created the baby. But I think it's different than a celebrity. It's like, I don't want to mess up my body.
Oh gosh,
sure.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
But Chloe
Yes.
she says, I wish someone was honest about surrogacy. She feels less connected to her newborn son and felt guilty taking baby away after transactional birth, is what she called it.
Yeah,
She felt like it
because-
was like, all right, give me the baby. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ching. All right, here's the credit
But
card swipe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how your situation goes too, because I think it's
Yeah.
like,
Yes. It's everything's situational for sure.
skin on skin, and then also there was oh shoot, forgot what I was just gonna say.
Now,
I
if
don't
you're
remember.
and you guys, Katie's very fertile.
Well-
or at least used to be. I don't know about anymore.
I am not sure if I am anymore.
Very,
I don't know.
very fertile. But let's say you weren't, and then your husband's like, "Hey, I want to have a baby, but it's going to be with somebody else's eggs." It'd be pretty tough. You'd probably do it, but it'd be tough.
I mean, I think that's something that it's like you have that natural want and desire, and how you create your own family,
Right. But then you adjust, of
But
course.
I don't know that to be true. I
Okay.
don't. What you just said is that if I don't know if it would be. I don't know.
I think it'd be hard. I mean, I think you could probably guess it'd be harder than it being your own kids.
I don't know.
I could say it'd be harder. Like if I'm in a situation where
I.
I could not, and then if somebody else's, it was Squid sperm or whatever.
But you won't. But you don't know it's his sperm.
I
You
would
don't
not-
know it's
I would
his.
be grateful for the life, and I would raise him as my own and love, and But it'd be harder
But you
than
don't-
if it wasn't mine.
But in this situation, you know him. But if you're going to a bank or like you don't know, you get to pick. You're
Yeah.
picking who you think, but it's not like Rick down the street. You know.
If his name's Rick, he's eliminated. No offense to
We
Rick.
should talk to my friend about surrogacy. She's very open about it.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
This pop star finally had a visit from her estranged mother. Recapping pop quiz, Katie won 4-3. 5-4. I'm sorry. Estranged mother after many years of not speaking. Britney Spears had about a 30-minute visit in person for the first time in years.
Wow.
Britney hates her mom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, they've been texting more recently. And the mom, Jamie Lynn, right? And she said she really wants to move forward with her, be there for her if she'll allow it. And then who sings this? Tina Turner passed away, 83?
83 years old, yeah.
Do we know,
Yeah.
was it just old age? Or?
No complications to a lot of health issues.
Oh,
Just
okay.
a long illnesses, yeah.
She had posted, what was it, 2 months ago, that she
Yes.
wished she would have taken better care of her kidneys. I'm like, well, you're 83.
She also, she was saying that she didn't know. She said, if I had known that high blood pressure and kidney failure were so closely related, it would have saved her a lot of illnesses over the years. Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
as
You
somebody
gotta pay
who
attention to that
has
stuff.
both. I'm
Especially with her
scared.
status that, probably a lot of access easy to doctors and everything. But, this is the scary part, I've realized, because with my father, too. I started looking up kidney disease. And it's like you almost start off with kidney disease. Do you know that? Like in life, you kind of start based on your age. So on your age, you go through different numbers. And the older you get, there's a certain number you are that most people at that age are. And it's really the onset of kidney disease. And the older you get, the less functioning your kidneys work, even if you don't have a major problem. It's crazy to look at.
Isn't that kind of like our bodies in general?
Yeah, but it's scary.
It's like,
Yeah, like prostate, you have like a prostate
Mm-hmm.
number, or they'd have those tests. And if your number's above a certain thing, then that's showing that there's a problem. Yep.
You have a certain number of eggs when you're born.
Yeah.
As females, do you have a certain number of sperm,
I
or is that
think
just
it's
constantly regenerating?
unlimited.
Is it?
I know it's
pretty
millions
sure.
and millions and millions.
Yeah, but
I
it's
think
not
it's
just
unlimited. I don't think you don't run out.
like your body is just constantly producing them.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, because our eggs are all up in here.
Now, I think as far as being viral or viral, what's the word? Feral, viral.
Being able to procreate.
The fact that they might not fertile, but it's a different word.
Mm-hmm.
Viral. I don't know, but there's something where maybe you're less likely to get someone pregnant.
Okay.
But you're still producing them.
Got it.
Like the swimming might not be as swift.
Just
they go from
forceful.
They might go from Michael Phelps to like Matt or me in the
Yeah.
in the
Got
pool.
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Quick Google. Looks like a university did a study that says men will produce in their lifetime 1.8 billion sperm cells in total.
Wow.
Is that like a flex for y'all?
Yeah, dude.
Because I feel like Jared was like, I got millions, billions.
No, when I did IVF, the doctor
Yeah.
came back and said, "This is the most we've ever seen. You had the highest," and I was like, "Can I get that frame?" They started laughing.
Were
I
you
was
like a little backed up? Just like
No.
all just sitting, just hanging out in there?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Seriously, this is the most one of the best results we've ever seen." I'm like, "Thank you. Can I get that framed?"
Will you say that into my phone so I can record it?
I actually was like, "Can I get a copy of that?"
By the way, not a flex for women.
Mhm.
Like no woman's like, God, he's got a lot of sperm. No one, not a single one.
But what if you went in like, "You got 50 eggs on this
Nope,
harvest"?
not a flex.
Oh.
I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I don't
See,
know.
that's the difference.
Maybe.
Men and women, the competitive natures is not there, for a lot of women.
I don't know.
With their eggs.